Today, it's Madden NFL football. It's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Buffalo Bills taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Fields it right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
A look at the numbers a week ago for Lindsey. 15 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
As always, priority number 1 for them is to secure the win this week. But priority number 2, this guy right now who is 6th in the league in rushing. They want to give him that push to get him into the top 5 and really earn their status of being one of the best ground games in the NFL, as well as him being one of the lead backs too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Operating from the gun. Shields firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability, you've had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Shields. He's got it. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Lindsey trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Shields. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now the Bills getting ready on offense for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now Peterson looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Peterson now to throw on 2nd down. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Johnson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. His 6th touchdown on the ground, number 7 overall. And the Bills are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. So, partner, was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my front.
And he lost the football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the fumble recovery, Peterson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Peterson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Peterson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills have taken the lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge, a successful one. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year as they have taken the lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Throwing on first down. Shields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Peterson throwing to start the drive. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. A first down carry here for Johnson. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. The Bills at 4-6 now on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
For Williams, there are the numbers from a week ago. 7 catches, 116 yards.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
To throw is Peterson. Throwing on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Peterson dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. So they opted to run the ball there on 3rd down on their side of the field.
I wonder if that was a called play, or did he check into it? And if he did, that took a lot of guts, because on his own side of the field, an obvious passing down, decides to run the football, and they pick up the first down. Give that man a ton of credit.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Peterson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, down at the 31. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's 2nd and a yard. Johnson running left. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Back to throw. Peterson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw. Peterson. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Bills. Jamison Williams with a milestone. Career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Bills go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. The try here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Come on. Hey, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On 1st down, Shields. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Back to throw. Shields. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. Operating from the gun. Shields going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are back within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. Pulled in at the 24. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Shields. Screen pass to Lindsey. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Shields. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, Shields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got the hook up to Miller. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Peterson, and that is incomplete here. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Peterson. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Kayvon Thibodeau. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Uses the stiff arm. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raiders heading out to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Lindsey on the toss left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. To throw on 2nd down. Shields. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. They'll try the draw. Lindsey. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
So here are the Bills to take over. They were winners over the Jets a week ago, and they are in the driver's seat right now as well. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Off play action. Peterson. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's Peterson looking to throw on 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now Peterson on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. No dice for Sean McDermott in the offense. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On third down, Shields.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing on first down, Shields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Looking to throw on second down. Shields. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
Peterson. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw again, Peterson.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To throw is Peterson on first down. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Peterson now to throw on second down. That'll go as a pickup of 8. They go play action here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Peterson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Operating from the gun. Peterson steps away to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Caught right side, Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. Back to throw. Peterson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Give that sack to Nakobe Dean. Well, they were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball on the turf at your running back's feet.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Up the middle, Johnson. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams, because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot, if that's what they want to do.
On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first down, Shields firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Looking to throw. Shields.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game, and that continued with that first down run.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A give up the middle to Lindsey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Shields. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 23. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
On 1st and 10, Shields.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Another run by Lindsey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Shields. Touchdown, Raiders. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. A 10-play drive that time, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders.
Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And here come the Bills.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Peterson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So the completion good for just 3. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Wiggles free. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Shields. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Come on. Hey,
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Shields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Operating from the gun. Shields. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They'll go with Lindsey up the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs and advance the ball.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Shields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw on 2nd down. Shields buying time to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a decent gain on the ground. Call it 6, but it still leaves him with a ways to go on 4th and goal.
Let's think about this stage of the second half. You're taking the chip shot field goal, right?
Boy, I'd love to be on the headset right now between head coach and play caller because you know it's a heavy conversation right here because I'm guaranteed the play caller is like, Coach, I've got this. I've got to play for this one. But the smart play, kick the field goal, take the chip shot, 3 points.
Yeah, tie the game.
And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
Here's Peterson. Off play action. He'll buy some time right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the 1st down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A 1st down carry here for Johnson.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now Peterson looking to throw on 2nd down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Peterson. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Peterson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Kayvon Thibodeaux picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Peterson.
Out to the flat here for Johnson.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That's double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the 4th quarter, tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon, and not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy with time starting to become a factor.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20 and taken right on the 30.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Bills ready to take over. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Peterson now on 1st and 10. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Peterson. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Peterson to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The Raiders offense ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Throwing to start the drive. Shields. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's a give to Lindsey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. To throw on third down. Shields. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. Takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shields over the middle, complete. That's Lindsey. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. From the gun on 3rd down. Shields got his man complete over the middle. It's Lindsey. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle 3rd of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Peoples, and he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now a handoff for Lindsey. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. They go to Johnson again. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Up the middle they go. Stapleton. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun. Peterson. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Bills, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.